Wednesday, Pastor Aubrey Robertson, lead pastor of Today Church in Weatherford, was in Bonham helping Pastor Eddy with some media projects. After spending the day visiting and working together, our pastor asked Aubrey to stay for the evening service and join him for a sit-down interview and time of interaction with the congregation. What you will see today is a few minutes of that very inspiring event as these two pastors, in a casual and relaxed setting, shared thoughts and insights into some perplexing matters facing the church in the spiritual season we are living in. We apologize because the audio on the recording is poor, but we wanted to present this session anyway, and if you'll adjust your volume on your TV or device, you'll still be able to enjoy and be blessed by the content of the service. Before we go into the sanctuary for the teaching, let me share with you the exciting news that we have introduced one of the new programs that has been in planning and development for some time, and it is getting great reviews. I'll give you more details about that and other exciting things happening here at Living Word after you enjoy this session. Let's join the congregation for a recent Wednesday evening service and hear the hearts of two pastors sharing together.
The loved fishing, and they studied fishing. They had pictures on their wall of fish. They knew every intricate detail of all the different types of fish, the different baits that were used, all of the different equipment. In fact, they had classes to teach people how to use the equipment to catch fish. And they gathered every week, and all they did was talk about fishing. They would never catch it because they never went fishing. And that's where I found myself. That's not a slam on the church. That's where I found myself. And Jesus used the analogy of fishing when he called his disciples. I mean, he basically used a three-step approach: come and see, follow me, become a fisher of men. And so I'm looking at that, and I'm not a fisherman. My dad was. If I went to Walmart and bought every fishing utensil out there, I wouldn't know what time of day to go fishing. I wouldn't know what bait to use for what fish. I need somebody to show me how to fish because I don't know. Now I can Google it. I can watch a YouTube video. But that's not like someone from my area who knows the waters near to me. And what I realized was I didn't know how to fish. I knew how to talk about fishing. I knew how to preach. I knew how to have church, but I didn't know how to fish. And so I went out just trial and error, and then I found some people who knew how to fish. And they were missionaries. And they taught me how to fish. And just knowing what to do. What do I say to that person in the coffee shop, at Walmart, at the tax office, at the bank? I had a gospel conversation with the bank teller yesterday because of a t-shirt I was wearing. He asked a question, and I told my story, but in a quick way, and asked him to tell me his story. And found out that he loves Jesus, but he has no clue what that even means. Now he's on the prayer list. Now I'm praying for him. That was, for me, a yellow light. It's a nibble. I'm going to go back. There's people all over town that are on my prayer list that I cast a little bait out there. They nibbled, and so I'll put them on my prayer list. Fast and pray for them, and go back. And learning these tools that are relational and biblically based, that missionaries are using, where these disciple-making movements are exploding, it has been an entirely releasing and freeing thing for me, because I had that same, everybody says no. I don't worry about the people who say no, because I'm looking for the people who are going to say yes. And I'm not fishing by confrontation, I'm fishing by relation. Real simple question.
I lived one of the most realistic chapters of that in 1969
Those of you that have been here, all my ministry probably heard me tell this. I'll tell it real quickly. But 1969, Ted Gray was a Lee College student and head of Pioneers for Christ, which was a witnessing group. And he and I went to Corpus Christi, Texas to do door-to-door witnessing. We were knocking on doors, just handing them an evangel. We weren't promoting the church. We weren't doing it. We were just telling them about Jesus. We got to this one door, and a big guy with a big beer gut and attitude opened the door. Yeah. And it was Ted's turn to talk. And he said, we're just in the neighborhood, and we'd like to leave this for you to look at. Just a document. What church you from? And Ted said, well, we're not from a church. We're just out sharing the gospel of Jesus Christ. What is your people? What do you believe about smoking? Ted said, well, we're not here to discuss what do you think about drinking? I'm a preacher's kid, 17, 18 years old. And I'm like, oh, it's just mine. Ted's like, well, we're not going to discuss any of that. We just like to leave. Would you like to know any more about Jesus? What do y'all think about, blah, blah, blah. He said, God bless you. Have a good day, sir. And I'm like, and he grabs me by the arm. And I'm like, hey, what's that? So where are we going? Where are we going? And if it'd been up to me, I stood there and argued with the guy. Gave him all the reasons I'd been told I couldn't smoke, cook, cuss, and dance, and whatever else. He had questions about it. But Ted Gray said to me, come on, Eddie, we're wasting our time there. Let's go. There may be some. Let's find somebody that's. But God is my witness, and I tear up every time I tell this since 1969. It wasn't 2 houses later. We knocked on the door. This was in the days of screen doors. This lady comes real tentatively to the screen door and says, yes, can I help you? And it was Ted's turn again. I'd struck out. And he started the same thing, and she said, please come in. She opened the door. And within 5 minutes, I watched that lady kneel down at her coffee table, which was the first glass table coffee table I'd ever seen. And I watched her leave a huge puddle of tears on that glass. If it had been me, I'd still been back there arguing with that guy about smoking. But we're in a home with a lady who said, I prayed this morning that if God was really real, I needed help, and I needed it today. And you guys are here. It's a point that it changed my life in 1969, and I seed plant all the time, just like you. I followed him around. I see it. I don't try to get them saved on the spot. Now I've got another question for you. What do you think could happen in Bonham, Texas, Fannin County, in our church, if just those of us that are here tonight would become radically committed to prayer and fasting and witnessing and loving people into the kingdom? What kind of effect could this many have? I personally believe we can turn it upside down. It's more than disciples. They used to say about them, that group that's turned the whole world upside down. Here they come. So I'm a spreadsheet guy. I like to calculate things. Where are you, David? y'all are brothers here. So I put a spreadsheet together. Calculate if 2 disciples made 2 disciples. Listen to this. That made 2 disciples every year. You know how long it would take to reach the whole world? Less than 20 years. 2 plus 2 is going to make 2. That's all it would take. 20 years. We've had 2,000 years. And right now the population is growing faster than the church is growing. Why? Because we're not doing it. Why? Because we don't know how. And we're not being even encouraged. And we count everything else as success. One more quick parable. Back to what Pastor was saying about wanting to argue with the smoker dude, right? Imagine that you had the cure for an incurable disease. And you wanted everybody to know. Would you spend all of your time trying to convince one person who didn't want to take it? Or would you go look for somebody else who would actually take it? If we spend all of our time trying to convince people who God is not drawing in the kingdom at that time, everybody has their own path through the wilderness before they reach the promised land. And we can't convince them if the Holy Spirit is not drawing them. And it will be obvious if the Holy Spirit is drawing them. That door of peace will swing wide open. I've had people break down in tears in that you would never expect. And I've had people laugh and walk away too. But look for what God is doing. Look for where the Holy Spirit is drawing. And fast and pray. Fast and pray. Stay in the Word. Fast and pray. Stay in the Word. And go fishing. And find somebody who knows how to fish. And watch what they do. That's how Jesus did. He modeled first, and then he sent them. And that's the pattern that we need to develop.
As I listen to that exchange of ideas from two in-touch pastors, I am challenged that the 21st century church has an unprecedented opportunity to reach the harvest that needs Jesus so desperately. That's the motivation behind everything we do at Living Word, and that includes our commitment to share the gospel with as many as possible through our online outreach. This week, we introduced our daily 1-minute devotional program called A Minute That Matters, and it is receiving excellent reviews. We believe this program, as well as others that are in development and production stages, will be effective in letting thousands of people know about the great love and grace of our Savior. Stay tuned right here on this page for more information and details in the days ahead. In fact, why don't you share our Facebook page with your family and friends and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And don't forget to download the Living Word Church app on your phones and tablets. It's quick and easy and will give you access to all of the programming from the past, present, and future as it becomes available. Thank you for being a part of our online worship family today, and we hope to see you again very soon, either in person at one of our great worship services or here online. Either way, we want you to know you are loved and that we are here for you. Have a blessed and divinely favored week.